Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com.
Chosen ones, empaths. These narcissists that are involved in your life have bizarre coping strategies to deal with losing the chosen one or the empath. Really, really bizarre coping strategies. And these actual coping strategies that they use is sometimes, not all of you, but sometimes can be the very thing that is triggering towards you, so to speak. For instance, the narcissist involved in your life, you witness them go onto a new supply. That can be very triggering for many victims of narcissistic abuse, because you see them do it with no second thought. They discard you, reverse discard you, perhaps, or even you're the one that cut them off, and you see them kind of move forward with someone very quickly, and you feel like that's a reflection of you. But what you've got to understand is however the relationship ended, these are coping mechanisms that the narcissist uses, right? They have to rush off to find someone else. Like, narcissists can't be alone. They can't be alone for extended periods of time. The empath, the chosen one, thrives in their alone time. They do, honestly. If the empath and chosen one really focuses, really focuses on their journey during their alone time, they really ascend and grow and develop and actually become the best version of themselves. That's not to say, solitude, the solitary path, can be quite overwhelming for victims of narcissistic abuse as well. It either makes you or breaks you, So you do need to be aware of that. But this narcissist can't take being alone at all. Full stop. They need a supply. Even toxic individuals, sociopaths, psychopaths, they need a supply source as well. They need a supply source to bounce off of. So you've got to realize when these toxic individuals can no longer manipulate you in the way that they once did, they can no longer get their hooks into you the way they once did, they have no other option but to move on. That's what you fail to understand. Not all of you, but that's what some of you fail to understand. And that's why the comment always appears, from a variety of viewers. The narcissist doesn't care. The narcissist has no feelings. They don't care. Like, you're taking it at the surface level. You're taking it at the surface level, right? And I get you. It can be taken that way. I understand your point, right? I'm not disregarding it. Many narcissistic channels don't even focus on how the narcissist struggles, right? But that's why on our channel it's slightly different, and I try to paint the picture of you to help you and assist you understanding that it's not all sunshine and rainbows for the narcissist involved in your life. It's not all sunshine and rainbows after they lose you. No matter how they try to glorify their new image, no matter how they try to glorify their new supply, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's not all peaches and cream. It's really, really not. And for those of you that do feel like the narcissist moves on without a second thought, they don't care, it doesn't take much research on this channel particularly for you to actually read through the comments, because I do respond to the comments when I can, and you will see on the channel that there's so many victims of narcissistic abuse that have seen through the veil. They've seen their narcissist is downgraded, or they've seen their narcissist is can't let go of them, or they get stalked, or they get bothered, and the narcissist becomes a nuisance in their lives. So you got to understand that perhaps these individuals ascended to a place of indifference, and they basically, excuse my language, but they basically no longer gave a shit about the narcissist involved in their life. They actually reached that point. And perhaps staying hurt. Look, you have scars. Scars will remain. You have hurt that you've gone through. I'm not disputing that. But to let it define you is another thing entirely. You can't let this experience define you, right? You can't let it define you. You're so much more than the narcissist. You're so much more than everything that they painted you out to be, the way they invalidated you, the way they made you feel. You're so much more than all of those things, right? So you really honestly need to break it down to the essence of what it actually is. Like, regardless of how it ended, discard, reverse discard, or you even cut the narcissist off because they become too toxic, this is a coping strategy. They have to move on. They need to move on. They have no choice, right? And you may have started in inflicting narcissistic injuries on them unconsciously, consciously, actually inflicting narcissistic injuries on them that made them feel hurt. And it's basically can be a revenge sort of as well, part of their coping mechanism or coping strategy, is to kind of seek revenge. And part of their revenge is running off into the sunset with a new supply to make you feel insignificant. It's a motive, it's an agenda, right? It's a clear, precise motive, right? Never feel jealous. Never ever feel jealous. Like I've said in other videos, like, you can't be upset because someone comes to take your trash away, right? Just like the garbage man comes and collects trash once a week or twice a week in the place that you're from. You're not upset about that. You bag it up in bags, you put it out, the trash man comes, takes your trash away. This is the same concept that you need to extract with the narcissist involved in your life, or who was involved in your life, right? You can never be jealous. You can't be jealous. Like, if anything, you being an empath and a chosen one, you haven't ascended to the point of indifference, and you being around and exposed to the toxicity of the narcissist that was involved in your life has probably hindered your growth, and actually made you have these jealous traits. They're very calculated. Just being around a narcissist that's involved in your life can actually make you start having jealous bones in your body, so to speak. Streaks of jealousy, streaks of envy. Just by being around them, that's what you've got to be aware of. Just by being around them, they can kind of trigger you to have these feelings of jealousy. And it's a motive that they've actually set out to do, to make you feel jealous. So when you understand that concept deeply, that wherever you're at in your journey of healing, this parasite that was once involved in your life, whether it was a romantic partner, friend, family member, colleague, or associate, this narcissist that was involved in your life is deliberately attempting to make you feel jealous. So the way that you combat that is you don't give a shit. You don't care. You don't get bothered. You don't get fazed, right? That's the outlook that you need to ingrain in your mind, heart, and soul. So anyway, thank you for watching today. If you'd like to know more about why a display of affection doesn't necessarily have to be a love bomb, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.